Ba, ba, ba. Come on Facebook and come on YouTube. So YouTube, good evening. I can see you are already there. I'll get back to you in a sec. Facebook, let's check that we are here. And we are here. Whoop, whoop. So good evening, everybody. Hi, Sandra, Tina. Just made your coffee. I've just done the same thing. That's why I'm a few seconds late. Hi, Margaret, Kathleen, Audrey, Paula, Christine, Anne, Elizabeth, Joanne, Hope. Ready for more? Phil and Carol, Sue. Right, everybody's starting to get here now. So let's just pop back over to Facebook. Oh, there you are. Hi, Marie, Sue, Helen, Christine, Lynn. Oh, Debbie, Anna, Helen. No, I'm kidding. Zoe, Chrissy, Heather, Deborah. Right, do you like what I've put on the screen? 2 A6 cars, really? Let's see if they end up being A6 when I've finished. That'll be fun. That'll be a challenge. So I dare hardly ask about the weather where you are, because it's probably the same here. It's not stopped raining since yesterday. I think we've had about an hour. Oh, there they are. I think we've had about an hour or so without any rain. It's been horrendous. Let me take that. I'll take that off in a second. So hi to everybody who's just joined, and we'll hang on a minute and let everybody else get here. Hello. A small card from Phil. Well, it might not end up being that small, Hope. We shall see. Oh, and with that, he's just started to throw it down again. Right, so here we go. We are doing 2 cards tonight. I will clean these before I start. And somebody needs to remind me. To change them when we start demoing. Hi, Saz. Hi, Angie, Nina. Thanks, Rob. It's a bit early. I've not started demoing yet, but thank you. Sheffield, wet. Yeah, it's the same here. Weather's been all right in Kent. Oh, you're lucky. It's terrible in Gloucester. Yeah, it is here. It's been awful here. And we live at the bottom. Well, we live halfway down a hill, just at 3/4 down a hill, we'll say. So it always floods on the front. Absolutely marvellous. But there you go. I'm sure we'll have a hose pipe ban in July next year. But hey ho. Right, so challenge. No, you've not missed anything, just me talking. Oh, bless you, Elaine. Sneaky peeks. No, but next Monday is sneaky peek and pre-order night. So prepare yourselves. Awful in Cornwall. Oh, bless you. I think Cornwall's beautiful, whether it's raining, snowing, sunny, or anything. So I bet your view is better than mine. Oh, look how sharp the picture is tonight. That's good, isn't it? Right, so 2 days. Yeah, mine's been the same, Zoe. This weather is awful for people like us that have migraines. Anyway, 2 demos, and when I was getting ready earlier, I thought, let's do something different. So we already know that the very fact that I've said A6 cards is different. They might not end up being A6 cards, and we are doing 2 because I want to show you 2 different variations, and we're using the texture dyes in a slightly different way, which I'm thinking you are going to like. It was horrendous here on Saturday night. Yeah, it's been awful, Chrissy. But what can you do? It's crafting weather. That's what it is. It's crafting weather. If you're lucky enough to not have to go to work and earn the money to keep buying my lovely stuff. Hi, Rose. Hi to everybody who's just joined. Oh, bless you, Trudy. I know it's been on the news. Think it rained during the night down here. Well, it's never stopped raining here. Phil, you've You've led our favourite stars to hobby me. Well, what can I say, Hope? You know I start trends, I don't follow them. Right, yeah, so 2 cards tonight, and 2 what could be, oh, hang on a minute, just bear with me 1 minute, everybody. La 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 la. Oh, I'm a bit confused, so I'll need to come back to that. Maybe it's just not. Just bear with me 1 second, everybody. I'm just messing with the computer. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Before we start demoing, I can't fix that just yet, so I'll need to come back to it. It's always raining in Manchester, bless you. Hi, Lynn. So hi to everybody I've not spoken to already. Right, so 2 demos, and I thought it would be a good idea because it's a different way to use the texture dyes. Now, you know I'm a massive fan of the texture dyes. I can tell you that there are 3 more coming soon. Not Monday, but soon, very, very soon. So let's show people that maybe are new to us what the texture dyes are all about and a fabulous new way to use them. So you can see I've got 2 cards in front of me. I don't know where I've got orange ink. Oh, that's where it's from. I've got 2 cards in front of me. These are A6. I'm going to pop the Christmas one to one side. It's same but different tonight. Same but different. Same but different. Because this is what it's all about. This is what the versatility is that I keep banging on about and everything. I've just realised I forgot to tell Karen something. Oh, she's going to kill me. I don't even think I can fix it. Let me see what this is. Is this it? Oh, that's it. That's it. But I forgot something. Karen, I know you're not watching, but if you are watching the beginning of this, I forgot to tell you to put the delightful daisies on. So Karen, in fact, Saz, do me a favour, Saz, please. Will you just message Karen, because I can't do it because my camera's up, my phone's up there. Would you just message Karen and ask her if she can quickly add the delightful daisies to the thing that she's done for me tonight? Civil play, please, 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 please. Got your craft room cleaned, ready to mess it up tomorrow. That's the way to do it. You're yeah, absolutely. Well, they're not going to end up being A6, are they? So let's just show you. Oh, bear with me. My rug's got caught underneath my chair. I've got 2 sets of stuff here. And I'm just making sure I've got the right one. I do know what I'm doing, I promise you. But I can't find the texture dye. La la la. Oh, there you are. There you are. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the things that I've used for this demo afterwards, because we have put the dyes on offer for you tonight. We're doing this now for you every Monday. So the dyes that I use, we are putting on offer, but I've missed one of them. I thought that's what you meant. I've missed one of the dyes that I'm using, so I'm just hoping Karen's not gone out yet. Saz, I'm hoping you heard me. Thanks, Saz. Let me know if she replies. If not, I'll have to fix it afterwards, but don't worry. Anyway, so look at this. A6. So we're going to do something slightly different to what I normally do. Well, massively different, because it's a small card. The inks that I'm using this evening are Distress Oxides, Rusty Hinge, because Rusty Hinge is an almost perfect match for the new Rust cardstock, Fossilised Amber, Mowed Lawn and Bundled Sage. And we're going to use this in its entirety. So this is the thingy one, that one, Intricate Tiles. So this is the Intricate Tiles texture die. And you all know, or those of you that saw me when I first released these will know that the Intricate Tiles is one of my favourites. And it looks like little targets, not intentionally, but that's how it's turned out. And I made sure that the middle of these will hold a 5mm pearl. So if you want to go mad with your pearls, you can decorate the whole thing. So let's just show you what I've got here. And show you. I think you're going to like this, and I think you're going to replicate. I think you're all going to have a go at this. I've got my A6 piece, which is slightly smaller because it's 10 by 15. I've done 10 by 15 and 10 by 15 in the new Rust cards. No, hang on a minute. 11 by 15 and a half and 10 by 15. So the coloured cardstock is 10 by 15. Oh, thanks, Donna. Thank you. That's why it all looks a blur. Oh, that's even worse. I think I've cleaned them with a dirty wipe. So let me just try a bit of kitchen roll. I've got a proper glasses cleaner cloth somewhere, but I don't know where I put it. Right, let's see if that's any better. Oh, it makes a world of difference when you can see what you're crafting. So I'm going to pop the inks to one side for a second, and we're going to get on with this card. Oh yeah, I've just changed them. Hi Tony. I've just changed them so I can see what we're doing. Let me just see if Karen replied to Saz. Okay, Saz's messenger. Thanks, Saz. She might have already gone out because she's away, so apologies to everybody if it's too late. Found you at last, Phil. Good evening. Hi, Margaret. You've found me at last. I've not done anything yet. So what we've got here is the Intricate Tiles texture die cut in full. So that is the size of it when it cuts. Now, most people will know that I designed these so that we can tear them and tuck them under foliage and what have you. But what we've never done is actually use them as a whole. So we're going to do that. You're going to like this card. You're going to like it a lot. And I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to put my glue on here. And I'm going to put it on this piece of card. Now you can see, look, it doesn't fit. It's not meant to. We only actually need the top half of this. It's a really clever way to use your texture dies, this. And it works with all of them. And when I get to the Christmas one, I'm going to show you what I was going to do before I changed my mind. So I've just put the glue thinly. I don't know whether you noticed that I was doing that. That's quite thin on the side there. And I'm going to dab that in. And I know to do it with a bit of dry kitchen roll. I'll just do it with this. So I'm just going to dab that on. Move it over. Karen's away, so she's not here to do links. So when it's ready, Saz, I'll probably ask you and Helen to do them. So I'm just using a bit of kitchen roll for this, rather than just sticking my fingers in it. Let's see if it's got enough glue on. We shall soon find out. Yeah, I think it has. And I'm going to pop this on at the top. If I can get this straight. That's got a bit of muck off the kitchen roll on it. So this is now gone over the whole piece. Hang on, I've moved it. I'm going to flip it over and rub it from the back. Pink Flamingo. Hi Julie. She can't because... Oh, right, okay, thanks, Saz. I should really check with her before I decide what I'm doing, but that's how the cookie crumbles. So I'm just... These bits that I've missed, I'm just putting a little bit of glue underneath them. So we've now created an almost embossed look because we've gone straight onto the cardstock with the texture dye. Yeah, oh, that makes your eyes funny. So I don't need to worry about the bottom because you're not going to see that. It's the top part we needed to be right. Let me just get these bits of fluff off, because that will bug me if I don't. This is dirty glue off my mat. Nobody wants dirty glue on the card. That's it. So we've got that there. We're going to just move all this to one side and we're going to bring in the die cuts. So on this card, we are using quite a few dies and all will become clear. So I've got here the lovely leaves, or lush leaves I think they are. I've got the delightful daisies and I've got the mistletoe sprigs. So don't go looking for these on the website just yet. Yeah, it's loads better. Look, it's almost back to normal. And I think by the time I get back from holiday, we won't even see that. We won't even see it. So I will show you all the die cuts and everything after I've done this first demo, because just about everything I'm using tonight we've given you a discount code for. I'm going to start with, except for the daisies. Karen's just reminded me that these are in a deal coming up. So don't go and buy the delightful daisies, everybody, because they are in a deal coming up. You can get everything else. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you the links now. I accept dirty glue cards, goes. Bless you. So let me just give you the link to everything that I'm using. When do I go on holiday? On the 7th. 7th of October for 2 weeks. Thank you very much. 7th of October for 2 weeks of lovely sunshine. Well, hopefully. Right, so I've just posted the links for you on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you click on that, you'll see all the offers from tonight. Now, just add them to your basket and the discount will be applied when you check out. I think it's 20% off everything that most of what I'm using tonight. So we're going to colour these daisies first. And I know that I want the big one in Rusty Hinge. So I'm colouring the whole thing, yeah. In Rusty Hinge. And the small one in Rusty Hinge. This is almost a perfect match for the new rust cardstock, which is what I'm using tonight. And I apologise that I've used daisies that are coming up in a deal, but at least you know you're going to get them in a deal soon. So please don't buy the delightful daisies tonight. Everything else, yes, but delightful daisies, no. Unless you like jacking, you've got everything already. Right, so that is the Rusty Hinge. And then I'm going to do the middle flower in fossilised amber. And I'm going to do the centre of these in fossilised amber also. So rather than pick the orange up, I'm going to do the fossilised amber first. Now you all know I love yellow and orange cards. It's a go-to theme of mine, particularly for flower cards. I tend to do more yellowy orange cards with flowers than I do pinky purples. It's just personal preference. So fossilised amber and rusty hinge. And I'm just doing a little bit of fossilised amber in the centre of these. And you can see a huge difference. Let me just bring these in to show you. So the one on the right is the one with fossilised amber in the centre. And this one on the left is the normal rusty hinge one. Yeah, oh, I could have used those tonight, Emma, although I don't think there's many left, so it's probably not a good idea. And then I'll do the same on that one and the same on that one. I'm not doing any colour in the middle of that one. That's staying as it is. So pop the flowers to one side and allow those to dry. They are oxide, so they will take a little bit longer to dry off properly. Oh, they look good already. And then we're going to do the foliage. Let me double that up. So I've got, now everybody that knows me knows that the mistletoe sprigs is not just for Christmas. I use the mistletoe constantly because it's just a beautiful foliage dye, particularly because it's got that lovely little DEMOS section in each leaf. So I'm going to do the mistletoe in the darker green. And I'm going to do the lush leaves, or whatever these are called, I can't remember, in the bundled sage. And these are the two green sponges I've got. I'll let you decide which one's the darkest. So I'm not going to cover the whole thing with these. I'm just going to dab. So this is mowed lawn. So if you go on lightly, it's just a lovely proper shade of green. Oh yeah, that's pretty. So already just by doing a different green to what mistletoe is, it looks slightly different anyway. You know these are going to be chopped down, so don't panic. Just because it's an A6 card-ish doesn't mean it's going to have any less on it than I would normally. So that is the mistletoe sprigs. Oh look, I've gone for very autumnal colours. That's not intentional, that's just pure chance. And then let's see if I can get one of these as a bundled sage. Forgive me, Tim. I've got to get rid of this dark green. Don't copy me, everybody. I am contaminating my inks. So with the lush leaves, I know I only want the edges, so I'm doing very light dabs on this one, look. So we're getting an almost mottled texture. And I'll do the same with the other two. I'll draw breath in a minute and get a drink. That looks so good. That's so pretty. Lovely colour palette. So now I can pop all my die cuts to one side and allow these to dry just while we do the construction part of this card. Oops, can't see that. Yeah, I don't worry about that, Chrissy. I just leave them. So I'm just getting the ink off my fingers. Get a drink, and then we'll get back to the card. Let's just make sure this is clean. Just make sure this is clean before I start. It is. Right, so this is what we've got so far. This is the A6 part of this card. So let's pop this on first. No, this needs to go on for... Yeah, this needs to go on first. So this little tab I've got here, I'm going to show you how I created this, because this is something that I think you can all do. Yeah, the inks can be contaminated, but not my fingers. Is it not, Helen? Oh, that's my fault because I did tell Karen. Oh, she's put the wrong one on. She put the wrong one on. Let me see if... I don't even know how to edit it. Let me just... Oh, sugar. She's put Moroccan on instead of... She is on holiday, so I'm not going to tell her off. Helen, I can't fix it, so you'll have to just phone the shop tomorrow and ask them to add it for you. So just to clarify for everybody, Helen's just said that the wrong texture dye is on the offer, so you might have to just give the shop a ring if you want to add the intricate tiles. Just give the shop a ring tomorrow after 10 o'clock and they can add it to your order. So add it to your basket, click pay by phone, and then you can phone the shop tomorrow. They will add it, and then you can do it all in one go. So let me just tell you, everybody, because this is an important part. Yeah, it's the Moroccan that's on. It shouldn't be the Moroccan. It should be the intricate tiles. But Karen's on holiday. So let me show you how to do this, because this is what we're doing, look. Yeah. So you have the same size piece of card. So this piece of card here is 10.5 by 15.5, and you have to cut yourself another piece in white at the same size, 10.5 by 15.5. And I have used the sheet labels. Now you all know I love these anyway. So I've used the sheet labels to give me that. Oh, it's not that one, it's the next one down. No, it was the bigger one. So I've used the sheet labels, look, to give me that lovely deboss stitch detailing. And all you do is just position it outside. So as high or as low as you want it, look. Just position it outside the same distance. Secure it with some tape and then run it through your machine. And what you end up with is this. You end up with this, look. So you end up with two pieces. You end up with the piece that we're using and the waist. Now, before I carry on, the waist itself, so the waist itself you could use on another card. So same as what we're doing, but different with the waist. I can't tell you how much I love the sheet labels. I've told you that before. And we're going to pop that on foam tape, which is why I stopped before I got mixed up. So this is going on with foam tape in a minute. In a minute. I nearly forgot. We're going to decorate this. Look, I'm too giddy because I'm doing an A6 card. We're going to decorate this with some strips left over from the... no, it's not the Moroccan. The Moroccan shouldn't be there. The Moroccan shouldn't be there. It should be intricate tiles, not Moroccan. But for some reason, Moroccan is on there and not intricate tiles. It's not frozen for me. Booked a window seat. What have I missed? got a neighbour called Noah who's just started building a boat. Oh, that's brilliant. Yeah, you're a new name, Peter, so welcome. I have a wonderful garage with cots for all. Oh, I do not provide full English breakfast though, bless you. Well, I don't either anyway. There's only one window seat, so you can't have it. Right, anyway. So these little strips are just what's left over from when I was trimming the cardstock down. And we're going to actually create a little border on here. And I'm not going to worry about mitering because the middle is going to be covered up. All will become clear. So I'm going to just come this far down. You are going to like this card. I just know you are. Trim that off. And then the same with the other one. Is that long enough? It is. I'm not worried about mitering this because it's not going to be seen. If it was going to be seen, I would probably spend a bit more time trying to get this perfect, but it's not going to be seen. The point is not going to be seen, rather. So we've now added a little band to the pocket. And as I mentioned, the Christmas card, when I get to it, these are not long cards to do either. It takes longer to do the die cutting than it does to actually make the card. Phil, where are you going on your holiday, Bob? Same place I went in. When did I go in May? I'm going for 2 weeks of lovely sunshine. So that's what we've created, look. So we've now got the little DEMOS stitch detail, and we've got this lovely little banner. And now it can go on foam tape. So you don't have to put this on foam tape. This is just me. You could do this flat. So if you were posting the card, you could do it flat. You know I don't post anything. Hey Georgine, are you coming to the class on Wednesday? I'm sure Karen told me you were coming to the class on Wednesday. I better behave. Well, I won't, but I can pretend like I'm going to try. So this is going on foam tape to raise it off. This is why I didn't need to worry about the bottom half of this. I'm not putting any ink on the edges or anything. I'm leaving this clean on the edges. Oops, I've just clicked a button I don't think I should have. I was going to tell you that your card was looking quite autumnal when you said it wasn't intentional. It does. I don't know why, but these are the colours I've picked. It's probably because the heating's on. It's throwing it down with rain, and it feels very autumnal. If you're from Nottingham, you will know we say it's goose fair weather, which won't mean anything to anybody who's not from Nottingham. So a little bit of glue to give me some wiggle time, just in case I need to. You do need to remember that these pieces of card are exactly the same width. So just give yourself a little bit of give before you pop them on. I'm going to turn this upside down and stand up and do this from the bottom. So I'm going to do this from the bottom and try and get this lined up perfectly. It's almost perfect. So that's what we've created now, look. There's little pockets. Now if I wanted to slot things in there, you would just glue the sides, or you would do it a little bit extra and put flaps on. No, I'm not allowed to say flaps. We have to say, what is it we have to say, Chrissy? I'm not allowed to say flowers. Not been to Goose Fair for years, neither have we, Alison. In fact, it's about 15, 16 years since we went. Is everybody having trouble with the internet? Mine's okay. So now this is also going on foam tape. Which is why I had to stop and put the front on before I did the back, just to make sure it didn't buckle or anything. So what we've done now is we've basically created a, I don't know what the right word is, but like a liner. We've created a liner with the texture dye. So the texture dye has now become part, almost effectively a liner in the background of this card. And now this is going to be popped on. I don't want to get both cards done. I will share the link again, and I'll remind everybody about the dies being the wrong ones. I don't know how to do it, so I can't fix it for you. I know, shocking. Shocking. So now this is going on to another white piece, and this piece is slightly bigger than A6, which is where it starts, everybody. So the piece that's in my hand now with the new rust card is A6. The piece that's underneath is just a little bit bigger than A6. And that's where it starts, everybody. You could use the top part as a pull-up, absolutely. These dies, particularly the sheet labels, they're just so versatile. So many different ways you can use them. What's going on? I'm not. Gussies. I'm not saying gussies. Tabs, that's it. Right, so pop that. So that's a little A6 card. Yeah, just because it's A6 and small doesn't mean it needs to be drab. And then we'll bring in the die cuts now and decorate this card. So the first thing that needs to be done is the flowers, obviously. And if I find my little mat, we will shape the daisies. Oh, we will when I find my tools. This one will do. So as I mentioned earlier, these are the delightful daisies, and I use them because I know there's not a lot left. But I don't want you to panic and go and buy them, because Karen said they're in an offer soon. So I'm just going to shape these just a little bit at the edges. And then I am creating just one daisy from these 6 flowers. So this will be one focal daisy. And it's a really nice way to use all your flower dies, this. And I'm just going to give you another little tip whilst you've got me giving tips out. So I've used the sheet labels, as you know, to create that V. If you did that with the oval dies, you would create a lovely crescent. If you did that with the octagons, you would end up with a lovely V, like a different shape. So all of the large dies will give you a different shape, which I think is really clever. Right, so let's get this daisy laid up. This is going to be one flower, remember. So it's going to be one full flower. These colours together are just beautiful. Rusty hinge and fossilised amber. So I have used 6 die cuts for this daisy, but it looks spectacular. And then inside is just going to be a plain white pearl. Oh, that's so lovely. And then I just want one plain white pearl when I find them. Why have I not put everything away since TV last week? Did I use the pearls on Thursday night? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. Oh, there's some here. That'll do. That'll do. Porcelain shimmer. Wait, what if I can find a 5mm? They're all 8 and 3. Brilliant. Brilliant is not the word I'm muttering under my breath, by the way. Right, here we go. Let's try this pot. Oh, here we go. 5mm pearl, thank you very much. So a little 5mm pearl. Pop that straight in the centre. So then the same with the foliage. I'm going to shape all the foliage before I trim it all down. It is going to be trimmed quite a lot, but this is the beauty of having foliage dies that are bigger than what you need. Everybody needs the mistletoe in their life, by the way. I keep doing these things and I've got no idea about stock levels. So those of you that are new to me, you will have heard me say on Hobby Maker that I like to use a combination of foliage. It's very rare you see me just use one type of foliage on a card. And that's for 2 reasons really. One, it adds interest to your card, but B, it means you can incorporate different patterns, different shapes. And for me, I think that's really rather lovely. Right, so we've got the doodahs, the mistletoe. The mistletoe doesn't look like mistletoe when you do it brighter green, does it? And then we're going to put this card together. What time is it? It's 7:45, so that's good. That's good. Glue gel. I love the mistletoe. Absolutely love the mistletoe. Just because it's a really pretty shaped foliage. It's just a pretty shaped leaf, look. So the daisy is going on first. And the daisy is going on this point, which is why I didn't worry about the point. You'll notice I haven't put any glitter on this card, none at all. There will be glitter, but not just yet. So the daisy's going on first. And it's going just in this point here. Oh, look how pretty this looks before I even do anything else. You've not had any of the texture dyes? Well, the texture dyes are always massively popular when I first release them. There's hardly any left. That's why I can't put them on TV. Right, so now we're going to put the thicker foliage on first. So this is a top tip, everybody, in case you've not heard me say this before. When you have 2 different types of foliage, as I have here, yeah, if you put the thicker ones on first, so the chunkier looking one, you can soften that. You can soften that with the smaller one, the daintier one. And I always make the foliage bigger than it needs to be, because it's better to have it too big and chop it down. I might not need 4, I might just need 3. So let me just see where I go with this. I do have a plan, but 3 might be enough. This is why I like my glue gel. Sorry, I know I'm pulling it down towards me. And then mistletoe. So on the mistletoe, we've got 2 small sprigs, look, and we've got the 2 larger ones. So the 2 larger ones are going in the bottom part. It's so easy to do this card, so easy to do. So the 2 large mistletoes are going in this gap here. And I'm doing it just off center, so you can see what I've done. Well, hopefully you can. I'm trying not to get ink on this white piece of card. I know I'm faffing, forgive me. And then I think I actually only need the 2. I don't need the 4th one. So a little bit of glue gel. Don't fall off, please don't fall off. And the same on the other side. I know I keep moving this towards me, it's because I can't see. Once I finish this one, we'll do a quick little recap. A quick little recap. So I definitely didn't need 4 of them. I needed 4 of the mistletoe and 3 of the other leaf. Oops. And I've just got to do a little sentiment now. Sit still. So I'm just going to pop that there. I'll let you just see that, look. Look at these colours, aren't they just beautiful? So I'll just pop that there for a second, and we need to stamp a little sentiment. Let's have... We can't really have sunshine and rainbows, can we? Because there aren't any sunshine. Or rainbows. Well, you know what I'm drawn to. I'm always drawn to the... I'm going to have that. I know which one I'm having. I'm just trying to find my strips of card. You know, the ones I save all the time and can't find. Well, here we are. Here we are. I've always got little strips like this lying around. So we're going to have a moment like this. Let's see if that's wide enough. It's not. Oh. Is that better? That's too big, but I'll be able to chop that down. And I'm going to stamp this in the rusty hinge. A moment like this can be absolutely anything. I'm stamping it in rusty hinge. which just basically makes the green stand out even more. I'm just trying to get it where I want it, and then I can cut around it. Perfect. Perfect. We'll have a couple of minutes recap when I finish this card. I'm not quite finished with it. I think you probably know me well enough to know what I'm going to do. But never let it be said that I can't make an A6 card. So let's just dry that. Yeah, absolutely, Linda. Remember, you can scale up as well. You can scale this up, which is what you might see me do in a moment. Just saying, just saying. So let's just trim that off. And then trim the top off. And I'm going to trim a little bit off the bottom. I love sentiments like this. It can be absolutely anything. No, Elaine, no. Although they will be added as well, but that's not what I'm going to do. So before I pop the sentiment on, because the sentiment is just going down here, it's just going to sit here just like that. I could tuck it in. We could just tuck it in like that. Could just tuck it in, but I want it. I'm a little bit of a neat freak, as you know. Now, when I was making the prep for this, let me just move these sponges because they're getting on my nerves. I've scaled it up just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Hi Vicky, how was it? So this is still a small card, but I want you to see how it looks when you make it just a touch bigger with an extra layer. Now Julia will know that I was going to do this because it's just my nature. So let's do this. You said before you picture the card you want to make, and yeah, I always do, Karen. Yeah, always. I always have an idea in my brain. Doesn't always work, but I've found when I struggle for mojo, when I struggle for ideas or layouts, I always go and look at the albums on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, always. And it doesn't matter which album you choose, because the design team and myself and Karen obviously come up with so many different variations of how to use our stamps and dies. You can guarantee you'll be inspired. You can just guarantee it, even if it's just a layout or an idea or a colour palette. That's why everybody needs to be on that Sentimentally Yours page and look at the albums. So I'm just scaling this up just slightly. It's still very small. It's still a small cut. Well, it is for me. I don't know what size it is, because I've just gone up from the actual measurements. And I'm going to have to put some... I'll do it with glue gel just to be quicker. Oops. I can't do it with glue gel. I'm sorry, everybody. I've got to do it with foam tape. The Christmas one is a bit quicker. Would you have never thought of anything like that? It's very pretty. Let me just see how much space I've got for this. I've got to try and navigate the foam tape mid-air. Because I can't turn this upside down with the daisies still being wet. but I want you to see how it looks pretty just as it is, but I want you to see the difference it makes when you put an extra layer underneath. And I've got to be honest with you, this piece of card here is what was left over from the A4 sheet. So this part and this part is all from one sheet of card. So it's just a clever way of making your cardstock go a bit further. If you can do this from one sheet of A4, imagine just changing the colours. And when I show you the Christmas one as well in a second, it's another different way to use the texture dyes. So it's the same sort of idea, but slightly different, a variation of a theme. And I love that. I love that we can get variations of a theme. So I'm just going to pop this in the middle. And then I'm just going to do a look at the difference, everybody. I know I said I was going to do A6, and technically I have done an A6 card. It's just that I've then put that A6 card on something bigger, which is what Julia said I would do. Look at that mistletoe. You need the mistletoe. You need the sheet labels. So just before I move on, I'm going to very quickly just glitter around this white layer now. I love this colour of card. That new rust is absolutely stunning. I'm not going to glitter anything on the top of the card. We are going to have a couple of odd pearls just dotted around the floral display on the front before I put the sentiment on. And you've seen how quick that was to make. Super quick to make, super easy to do. And I think you're going to like the next version as well. So easy to make pretty cards. Now I'm just going to give you all a little heads up. I gave massive hints on my Hobby Maker shows last week about what's coming soon, and I need to just give you all a heads up for those of you that collect. I don't think I've got enough stock of what I'm bringing you next week, so I think we're going to have the same situation that we had with the lead differently. So if you want them when I show you next Monday, get them as soon as you can. Right, so the last job for this card, just a couple of little randoms dotted around the foliage. Oops, that's too much glue. Oh, sugar. I knew it was too much glue. And we'll have one there. I squeezed too much glue out. It's harder to put it back in once you've squeezed it out. And number one is finished. How pretty is that card? Yes, Chrissy. So Chrissy's just asked everybody if the pre-orders that I'm going to allow you to do next Monday, the snowflake frame is on its way now. That is going to be the end of October, Helen. I know for a fact it's due to be delivered on the 30th of October, I think. Which means we'll probably get it the day after. So that is demo number one. How fab is that? So pretty and so easy to do. And it's a small card. It's certainly small for me. So the base is 7 by 7 by 5 1/4. Oh, Tina. I'm doing the pre-orders on Monday evening, so the sneaky peek and pre-orders will be Monday evening. Right, so that's demo number 1 done. I'm going to just quickly share the links with you all and do a reminder before I move on to demo number 2. So, link first. Now, where did I put the others? Here they are. So just a quick reminder that it's such a pretty card and it's dead easy to do. And really, it's clean and simple for me, but it looks very, very elegant. So let me just copy and paste the link for you all again. So most of what I've used this evening has got the offer on, okay? Oops, I've just clicked the wrong button. I am aware that the die is the wrong one. So instead of the intricate tiles, it's the Moroccan background. So for those of you that want the intricate tiles, the one that I've used here, just do your shopping as normal. So add everything to your basket, and then when you click checkout, it will apply the discount automatically, and then just choose to pay by telephone, and then give the shop a ring tomorrow and ask them to add the intricate tiles for you. Now, I know for a fact we've only got about 26 of the intricate tiles left, and I won't get any more because the new ones are due soon. So, little heads up for you. Right, back to demo number 2. So, demo number 2. So, same but different. Remember what we've done there? Yeah, so remember what we've done there. And now we're going to do same but different. I've got no space on my desk. Same but different. And I need to just tell you why are things not where I leave them. Here we go. So let me just tell you, the charmed snowflakes that I am using tonight, they are not in the deal, unfortunately. I think Karen says we've only got 6 of these left, so I couldn't put them on the deal for you. But everything else is. So this time, we're going slightly different. So I've got my extender, my bigger mat and layer. I've got exactly the same format, look. So exactly the same sizes. So 10 by 15 and a half, 11 by 16. No, that's not right. That's not right. 15 by 10. So 10 by 15. 10 by 15, that's got the embossing folder on as well, the snowflake embossing folder. This piece would have been 10 by 15 also, yeah? 10 by 15 also. And then this is 11 by 16. So 11 by 16 and 2 pieces 10 by 15. And this time we're going to use the, I've done the same thing again, look. I've made this one a little bit taller, so I've still used the chic labels. So we still have the debossing detail. This is the honeycomb die, which is one of my all-time favourites. This is the honeycomb. It's really, really, really intricate. Now, instead of going over the embossed piece, we're actually going to create texture on the stitching. So, I never did get a drink, did I? Let me get... That's a lovely blue. This is sapphire blue. This is sapphire blue in the premium cardstock. Thanks, Judy. So, Helen, will the new stuff be dispatched if we order on Monday? So, Helen, I've just seen your comment on YouTube. So when you pre-order on Monday, the new stuff will be dispatched on Wednesday, which is the day of my hobby maker shows. So you've only got 2 days to wait this time. I'm not going to let them dispatch it on Tuesday because it's not fair to everybody else. So it's only a day. I've told them they can dispatch from Wednesday. So back to the glue. If you haven't got the honeycomb, get it in your stash. You're going to use this one so often because it just works for absolutely everything. And I don't know whether you can remember when we did that card with the metallic gears and cogs and everything. This one works really well on masculine cards. So instead of going onto the coloured cardstock with the texture dye this time, I'm going over the top of this to create a double layer, and it looks fantastic. So let me just do this. I'm trying not to get glue on the top because it's an absolute pain. I should have used my brush glue. It doesn't help that I've got dried glue underneath. Look at that. That looks horrible. That is glue, I promise. So we're using this now to create a double layer onto the cardstock. And I'm going to start from the bottom because it's easier to line up. Now this one will be, I'm going to go right from the bottom, and this one just fits in the side. Perfect. Bob on. Remember to wipe this before you start gluing nice white pieces of card, and then you won't get things like this. Here it is. It does rub off if you let it dry. Right, that will do. That will do. So this time we've created a double layer look with white on white, which looks marvellous. And then I'm just going to snip from the inside. I love this dye so much. And Karen always tells me off because I always love the dyes that we've got the least of. So this part, look, you can now start using on the waste from your other parts. Yeah, so don't waste anything. And we've got the same routine going on here, but I'm doing this one in reverse. So blue card, still creating the lovely little border. So just hold that in place till it grabs. Oh, yeah, I've changed them back. I've got one pair on my head and one pair on my eyes. That's why I keep breaking them. And the ones that I craft with, these ones, look, are really, really delicate. I've just, in fact, when I was on holiday last time, they fell off my head and broke. So I ordered myself 2 new pair exactly the same when I got back. And the same again with the other part. Just trying to get it equal. How fab does white on white look? Oh, it's just so classy looking. And then snip off the excess. We'll put that to one side and come back to the die cuts. I might do a double. Shall we have a double? I'll think about that. So the die cuts, I've got here 2 of the snowflake flourishes, and the snowflake flourishes, I know I sound like a broken record, but the snowflake flourishes are seriously limited stock, and I won't get any more, and that's how they look. So these are your charmed snowflake flourishes, left facing, right facing, and you also get the little sparkler things, them beady things. And these, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to snip these down and I'm going to glitter them. So let's snip that. Let's snip that. Let's snip that and that and that. So I've basically just made a smaller flourish from that larger one, and I'll do the same with this one, just making sure I snip the right parts off. Snip. 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 Sounds a bit painful, but you know what I mean. I'm just trying to make smaller flourishes, that's all. So 2 smaller flourishes, and then I've got 2 of the snowflakes. So the snowflakes are going to be glittered, and I am going to bring in my brush glue for these. It's just easier. Yeah, I did think that actually, Saz. I did think that, but until I've got the snowflakes on, looks a bit like a jumper. Until I've got the snowflakes on, I don't know how much I want to put on. So I am going to glitter these using the brush glue. The snowflakes are not in your deal because we haven't got enough. And these are the stackable snowflakes from the last release, which is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be stacking these. What a difference a little bit of glitter makes. And I'm going to do the same with the flourishes. I did just bang the camera, apologies. I'm not seeing half of anything you've said to me tonight, so I apologise. But I will sit and read all the comments, as I always do when I have a coffee afterwards. And in fact, look how beautiful that is. How beautiful is that? Yeah, so I promise you I will read all the all the comments as usual when I sit with a coffee later, and I will reply to you if I need to, if you're waiting for me to say something. So that's that. And then before I move away from the glitter, I just want to do the beady parts. I'm not going to put pearls on all these, but I am going to glitter them. That was a grey hair, it can't possibly be mine. So this is the blue sapphire, and I am just putting diamond dazzle on these beady bits. Obviously I've designed this for you to put your pearls in, but it looks just as good with a little bit of diamond dazzle or diamond snow. I think this glue is too thick in here now, it needs some water in it. So I'm just working my way around the dots. I'm trying to be as quick as I can, and then Diamond Dazzle. So obviously when the glue dries, we will end up with that lovely diamond blue sapphire cardstock showing through, but with the sparkle of Diamond Dazzle. So whilst we wait for those to dry, we will do the sentiment. And I can't remember which ink pad I need to match blue sapphire, so I'm just going to have a quick look. Bear with me 1 second. I should clean that off, really. It's easier to clean it whilst it's wet. There you go. It is definitely easier to clean that when it's wet rather than leaving it to dry. Right, let me just check which ink pad I need. I think I know which one it is, but I need to just see it. It's either Blue Bell. Oops, it's either Blue Bell or what's the other one called? Medieval. That's a bit purple, I think. Does anybody else talk to themselves? Twilight's too dark. Ah, that might be the one. That might be the one. It's handy having all the stuff at the side of me. Please don't fall off. Right, let's just check which one works better with... Let's just check which one works better. And the sentiments I'm using are... I don't think there's any left, so I'm going to apologise to you now. They're just saying Festive sentiments. And I want a teeny tiny Merry Christmas wishes. Let's try that. Oops, what's that just popped up on my screen? Let's just see which is the right blue. I think it's this one. If I do it right, I can use it, can't I? That's the one. That's the one. I knew one of them matched perfectly. I just couldn't remember which one it was. Don't do that, everybody, what I've just done. That's called Blue Bell, by the way. Don't do what I've just done and use the glue, the gluey white to clean your stamp, because it'll dry hard on your stamp. I should know better. I should know better. But I don't. Right, let's get this put together. How are we doing for time? Let me get a drink. Oh. Oh, you do, Nina. I can't help you with where to get a Christmas dress from, though, love. Sorry. What's the difference between Diamond Dazzle and Diamond Snow? So Diamond Dazzle is thicker flakes, whatever, granules. And Diamond Snow is powdery. So Diamond Snow on the left and Diamond Dazzle on the right. So those of you that, if you know me, you know that I always favour Diamond Dazzle. But that's because I like the crunch. If you favour finer glitter, Diamond Snow is the way to go. Now, for everybody who's new to us since I joined Hobby Maker, we have just reordered the glitters, so hopefully I will be able to put them on the show soon. Right, so I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to do it the same order that I did the other one. I've got no thin foam tape left, so bear with me. I was going to do it the opposite way on, upside down, because that actually looks quite nice as well, just so you know. If you do it as as a reverse. But let's do it the same, just so we can put the two cards side by side and compare. It's just a really, really lovely layout. And a little bit at the top, because I don't want no kinky bits. And let's get that on. Go at Christmas. What is Diamond Dazzle? I'm not sure we have it in the US. Sharita, there is, I can't remember what the shop's called. Oh, I can't remember, Sharita. Now, we've got a few stockists in the USA, but I can't remember what the shops are called, which I know is shocking. But just message me, Sharita, and I'll try and find out for you. I know that one of the shops absolutely loves our glitter, but I can't remember which one it is. And they have them all. And remember, Sharita, you can order direct, like Hope does, and Anne, and, well, several other people. So same again. This time we're going on to an embossed piece of card. So instead of the textured eye being the texture at the back, this is actually now going to be at the bottom. Let me just make sure I get this straight, because if you don't get it straight, it looks wrong. No, that's fab, isn't it? And then we can do the same again. This one's easier to put together. Ice white, yeah, so blue sapphire or sapphire blue and ice white. Now, generally for Christmas cards, I just a top tip for you. For Christmas snowflakey type cards, sapphire blue is good, and so is imperial blue. Imperial blue is like a proper navy blue. It's beautiful. And I always love my Air Force blue, but I don't very often use that for Christmas cards. So 2 bits diagonally, just to make sure we don't have any kinky bits. The glitter is slowly drying, so I can stack those snowflakes. And if I remember rightly, I already have my silver pearls out somewhere. I'm just looking. Yes, I was just going to say something that I shouldn't do, so I'll stop myself. But shall I give you a teaser? Shall I give you a teaser? Or is that just cruel? Is that just cruel? Put the foam tape on white card so you don't hover like. Put the foam tape on the white card so you don't hover like on the other card. I don't know what you mean, so. Yeah, imperial blue's beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm with you. So I've just got what you mean. I got you. Yes, please. I don't know whether I should. Oh, I don't know whether I should, because it spoils all the surprises for you. I'm rubbish at keeping secrets. Absolutely rubbish at keeping secrets. Oh dear. Me and my big mouth. Oh, right, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I can just tell you, I've just finished designing quite a few new dies, but I'm not telling you what they are. I'm rubbish at... I am good at teasing, Elaine, but I'm rubbish at... Not to worry, Lozzie. See you later. I am good at teasing, but I'm not very good at keeping secrets. So I'm just trimming this down, make it a little bit smaller. That's as straight as a dog's hind legs, but that'll be fine. So Merry Christmas wishes. So just while we give that glitter a little bit longer to dry, I may as well put this on because we know I'm going to do it anyway. Well, that's quite soon, Sue. It's something else. No, that's nearly done, Elaine, but it's something else. Yeah, wrote. Jean says I'm a boffin. Am I bothered? Does this face look bothered? Oh, you're amazing. It's something you've been waiting for about 4 years, I think. Oh, and they're absolutely beautiful. I'm so pleased. Isn't it? You're not going to actually see them till about June, July. No, it'll be June, because July will be Christmas, I think. So I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's too far away. But they're absolutely beautiful, and they were an absolute nightmare to do. Absolute nightmare to do. But the results are stunning. In fact, even the design team haven't seen them. The only people who have seen them are Julia and Karen. And even then, they've only seen one. Ooh, you'll have forgot about it. By Monday, you'll have forgot, so... Yeah, I'll be making Christmas shows in July. Yeah, I thought there would be. Oh, that's what happens when you put glue on your mat. Let me just try and get that off. Hi, Sue. Made it better late than never. Does my face look bothered? Oh, dear. You will be when you see him. I've done quite a lot of dyes over the last few days. In fact, to the point where my back was killing me because I was sat for too long. Right, I'm just going to build this up like we did the other one. Because we all know that I'm not going to send a card that size. So let me just put this on and do it the same as we've done the other one. And I wanted to purposefully do a Christmas one and a everyday flowery one so that you could see just how good the design is and how you can adapt it to whatever project you're making at the time. And it can be absolutely anything, so it's just a very nice layout. I should have saved it really, shouldn't I, for when we have the next layout challenge, because that's coming up pretty soon. I've turned that upside down so that I don't see that little bit of glue. Look how good it looks with the embossing folder, so in reverse. So clever. Right, so now let's stack the snowflakes. So remember, for anybody who hasn't seen these, that's almost dry now. These are the stackable snowflakes from last year, I think. I can't remember. So these are designed to stack on top of each other and create dimensional snowflakes, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'm using glue gel. I'm not scraping the glitter off the middle. And I'm just going to stack that. So I've got a dimensional snowflake now, which looks absolutely fandabidozy. I'm going to use a silver pearl. I want silver pearls on this one. And I'm going to use an 8mm. I'm using the big one for the middle of this. And yes, I should have put that on before I put that on, but there you go. So 8mm pearl. There's just something about the silver pearls with the blue cardstock that looks really, really marvellous. Now, because this is still quite fragile, I already know where I'm going with the flourishes. So I'm just going to show you what I'm doing, because normally, as you know, I usually put the flower on. And then I tuck everything underneath. But I can't do that with these because I know that the snowflake is too fragile. So just remember, if you're going to have a go at this and you do this as one of your Christmas cards, the point here, the point where the two little layers cross over, yeah, that's where the center of this snowflake, I've just battered it. That's where the center of that snowflake is going to be. So I'm going to use that as my guide for my flourishes. So I've used white glue for this. And you can, I don't know whether you can see, let me just see if I can bring it in. I've got glue all over my fingers. Can you see? Look, I've just kinked that up a little bit. So the part that's been connected to the card is flat. And I've got one going in that direction, and then I'm going to have one going in the other direction. And normally, top tip, normally what I do with this is once the card is actually set, so once the card is set, I usually go in with a little bit of glue gel on the bits that are flapping. And now the snowflake can go on. And I'm going to pop the glue gel straight in the middle of there. Because it's easier. And I want, just because I'm a little bit fussy, I want the pointy down frond, or the north and south fronds facing down. I'm just going to stand up while I do this. North and south is where it should be. That's so pretty. And then before I put the other two little flourishes on, I need to put my sentiment on. Yeah, I'm going with my instinct. And now I can just, these are not quite dry yet, as you can tell, but I'm just going to snip the very tips off. I'm just going to bend those. It is better to do this when they've dried, but we haven't got the luxury of that much time. So one on either side. And remember, the snowflake is fragile, so I need to try and, I couldn't put these on before because I want them to be sitting on the Sentimentally. So remember, north south, and you're onto a winner. And the same with this one. I mean, we all love a Christmas card, but that's why I've done one, so you can see the difference. And then just got to tuck this under here. North, south, just because it bugs me when they're not sitting in the right direction. I told you need snowflake flourishes. And look how good the honeycomb looks in the background. Let me just give you a top tip as well. With the stackable snowflakes, if I was doing this to make cards, how deep is it? It's not very, Sue. I'll measure it for you in a minute. I mean, you all know that if I was sending this to somebody, it would have another blue and white layer because that's just how I roll. But that's a 7 by 5 and a bit. I forgot what I was just saying to you. Yeah, so if you were using the charmed snowflakes and you were stacking them like I've done, you just need to do a load and leave them to dry on your mat so that when you come to work with them, they're easier to handle. And then you know what's coming next. We need a couple of random silver pearls. Three might be enough. Words you don't hear me say very often. But 3 just might be enough. Oops. Well, that one's gone. And then one more. And then we're going to stop. How fabulous does that look? Hey, it's only 22. So, oh, ye of little faith, thinking I wouldn't get 2 cards done. They are quite simple though, I'll give you that. And there we go. How pretty is that? So the depth wise, Sue was just asking me about depth. It's not very deep, Sue, if I'm honest with you. It's only like 2 centimetres. Oh. About 2 centimetres, Sue. Maybe a bit higher than 2. How beautiful is that? So remember, we've got the texture die. And the texture dies are an important part of this whole design. Because they are integral to the overall aesthetic of how these cards look. Yeah, have a go. Emma, I bet you've done one before I get up tomorrow. Reflexology, so beautiful. Oh, thank you. Interesting texture versus snowflake. I know. How they've both got texture dyes on, but they're both completely different in how that same but different. That's what I told you. And that's the beauty of a good design. When you've got a good design, you can adapt it to whatever project you're making at the time. And I think for me, that's why I particularly like this. It's dead easy to do. Do I put a pearl in the snowflakes? No, I'm not. I'm going to leave them. And there you go. So I'll just do you want me to do a recap, or can you just click on the link? Now they are on card bases, or will they be bigger? No, I won't. If I use them, Elaine, if I use them, they will go on a bigger card base. If I don't use them and they're just going in the shop for display, I will leave them as they are, because it's nice to see a slightly smaller card to what I usually do. Although I did DL on Thursday evening, so I can do small cards as well. Anyway, so right, let's do the, what do I normally do? What do I normally do? I don't even know what I can give away because I know we ain't got enough texture dies. Let me have a think. Can't do the daisy dies, can't do the foliage dies, and I can't do the snowflake dies. What can I do? Can't do the sentiments because we haven't got any. Oh, again. Oh, the number of times I've heard that, Peter. It should have been, it could have been so much worse. I've just started watching Phill again. Now he's on Hobby Maker and it cost me a foot. Oh, I'm sorry, Doreen. Cost you a fortune already, oh bless you. It's worth every penny. At least you get a laugh with me twice a week. You'll see me every Monday and Thursday and every other Wednesday. No, I can't do the glitter. I'm trying to think of something decent to give you. We've done embossing folders. We've done embossing for. What about the cardstock? Let's do the cardstock. So let's do a pack of the white and sapphire for YouTube. So the white and sapphire, I mean, that's 14, 15 quid's worth. So a pack of the white and sapphire on YouTube and a pack of the new rust and white on Facebook. How about that? It's a good job I don't give you lots of innuendos. Janet, sometimes it's just as good. Yeah, it is, yeah. Well, thank you. We like to have a laugh. So let me do the normal spiel before you all leave me. Can't do the pearls, Anne. We've never got enough pearls in stock. That's why I can't put them on TV. As fast as they come in, they go. So let me do my normal. Oh, I bet Saz is trying to take photos. Hang on, Saz. Let me do it with my E45. I'm just doing this for Saz's benefit because she likes to post the photos for you all. So, giveaway. So we're going to do a pack of the sapphire card and a pack of the ice white card for the YouTube viewers. And before I do all that, I need to just do all the reminders. So please make sure you have followed and liked my Sentimentally Yours Facebook page at Sentimentally Yours. And the shop Facebook page is at Honeypot Crafts. So just search for these on Facebook and you'll find them. My Facebook page is Phill Crafty Martin. But you know that you're going to find me on the Sentimentally Yours page more. Instagram is Phill M. Martin. TikTok is the same. Twitter, or whatever they call it now, is the same, Phill M. Martin. And for those of you that haven't yet, please do get subscribed to the YouTube channel. Donate. Donate. So please do make sure you've subscribed to the YouTube channel. And I have put the Hobby Maker shows on from last week already, so you can watch those as well. So, good luck everybody on the YouTube. If your name is drawn, the Facebook group. If your name is drawn, you need to send me a private message on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page with your name and address and a reminder of what you've won, which is the blue and white cardstock tonight. So good luck everybody. So good luck. I've gone right to the top. Oh, let me take that off. That was the Facebook group, everybody. So scrolling. So my mouse has landed on Tina. I hope I say this right. Tina Barwick. So congratulations, Tina. You've won a couple of packs of the cardstock from YouTube. So you know the drill. Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, private message, name and address, and a reminder of what you've won. I'm just going to change that over for the other card for Saz. So thank you everybody on YouTube. I will see you, if you're in the Facebook group, I will see you on Thursday evening at 7. If you're not on the Facebook group, I will see you on Monday evening, same time, same place next week for a sneaky peek of the new something and pre-orders. So over to Facebook. So thanks everybody on YouTube. I will see you soon. So good luck everybody on Facebook. Crikey, how many let me just scroll all the way to the top. Lots and lots of comments. Lots and lots. So my mouse has landed on, and again, I'm going to apologise if I pronounce your name wrong, Angie Nadin, Nadin. So congratulations, Angie. My mouse has landed on your name. So you will get the new Rust card stock and the white card, pack of each. So you know the drill. Private message, Sentimentally Yours Facebook page with your name and address and a reminder of what you've won. So I'm assuming Saz has done her photos now. So I'll just put those side by side for you. Oops, I've just battered that snowflake again. And I'll just bring them in for a little bit of a close-up. How beautiful are they? So pretty. And it's only 9:15. 2 cards, 9:15. Don't expect this every week. Anyway, so thank you very much, everybody. Go and get your stuff checked out. Remember, if you want the intricate tiles, you need to phone the shop tomorrow and let them know to add it to your order. But otherwise, go and get the Christmas stuff is particularly low because I don't restock it. So thank you, everybody. I hope you've enjoyed that. I thoroughly enjoyed your company, as always. It has, Karen. And I will see you in our group on Thursday evening. Thanks, everybody. Bye.